Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the new Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So let's get started. Follow me on Instagram at KevinBreezeTV. Please join the Kevin Breeze Tech community on Facebook to chat about budget smartphones, ask questions, and help others. Now I'd like to thank Wade from the Tech Daily YouTube channel for giving me a chance to check out this device. I'm actually staying at his place for the next 4 nights. So during my stay, I'm going to be spending some quality time with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus so that I can give you my full and well-researched thoughts about it in the review video. Now this device retails for $1,099, and that's if you buy it factory unlocked. Now I do recommend buying this phone factory unlocked because then you'll be able to use it with any US carrier, including AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and T-Mobile, as well as the other smaller prepaid carriers like Cricket, Boost, and Metro by T-Mobile. Now if you're looking to buy this device, definitely take a look at the link in the video description, as they'll take you over to where you can get it for the cheapest price tag. Now this device features a 6.8-inch display, so a very large display. It also has a very good screen-to-body ratio. So one of the newest things with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is that we have this little pinhole notch on the top compared to before, where we had bezels that were a little bit larger to accommodate the front-facing camera and earpiece. So that's a lot different this year, and unlike the Galaxy S10, we have the front-facing camera in the middle versus off to the right. And so far, I really prefer this design better because I feel like the area right in the middle of the device is usually where you'll have the least amount of notification icons and other things like that. So I feel like having the front-facing camera located right there is really the least intrusive way to do it. Now, of course, there is the regular Samsung Galaxy Note 10, which comes in at $100 cheaper than this phone. But throughout this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about the specifications for the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now the color of this phone is very unique. This is the Aura Glow color. You can also get it in white, black, and blue, but this color is essentially like a rainbow, and depending on the direction that you're tilting the phone, the color on the back looks different. So it's really sharp overall. I'm definitely a big fan of this design, and it's very unique, especially compared to other flagship smartphones that are currently available. So in addition to the display being 6.8 inches, it features a 1440p panel, so very high resolution, and the resolution of this display is definitely an upgrade over the regular Galaxy Note 10, which is only 1080p. The aspect ratio of this phone is 19:9, so it's a fairly tall and narrow design, which is really consistent with where things are heading nowadays. Now, of course, having those really tiny bezels essentially makes this a bezel-less phone. And having really small bezels is another trend that we're seeing more and more, especially with flagships, but even with budget smartphones. This is a 10 megapixel front-facing camera, and later on in my full review of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, I'll be showing you photo and video samples from it. Now you can get this device in 2 different storage configurations, so you can get it in 256 gigabytes or 512. I know for me personally, 256 is amazing, but I'm still very happy to see that it is offered in the 512 gigabyte configuration. Now this phone features wireless charging, which is great. Now this device does feature a fingerprint sensor, but unlike previous Samsung Galaxy Note phones, this fingerprint sensor is not located on the back, it's actually located in the display, which is really cool. And that's another thing that we're seeing more and more with different devices like the OnePlus 7 Pro. Now on the back of the device, we have a 3-camera setup. So we have a 12 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel telephoto camera as the secondary camera, and a third 16 megapixel camera that's ultra wide. Telephoto is useful if you want to zoom in on things, and then ultra wide is great if you want to take very nice wide angle photos. Now you're also going to get portrait mode with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which is to be expected for a flagship device. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying that out. Now the phone features 12 gigabytes of RAM and features the Snapdragon 855 processor from Qualcomm. So a very nice flagship style processor and an insane amount of RAM. Now video recording with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus maxes out at 4K at 60 frames per second, and the device features a 4,300 mAh internal battery. So pretty decent battery capacity there as well. Now the software on the phone is Android 9 Pie, but it does feature Samsung Skin, so you are going to get Bixby if you swipe over. You're also going to get a lot of different Samsung bloatware such as Facebook and Samsung Pay and other random Samsung applications. But the great thing though about Samsung software is that even though it is kind of a skinned version of Android, it is very well optimized. So you're going to get very good performance with the phone. Now that we've gone over the specifications of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, I'd now like to give you a closer look at the hardware. So I already talked a lot about the front here. We of course have that hole punch notch in the top center. The device features a 1440p display at 6.8 inches with a 19:9 aspect ratio. So a very sharp and good looking display, and that's really to be expected for a phone in this price range. Now let's take a look at the left side here. Volume buttons, and we have the power button here. Then on the right side of the phone we have nothing. Now take note that the glass is a little bit curved around the device, so that's pretty sharp. Then on the top of the phone we have the slot for the microSD card and SIM card, and we have the noise canceling microphone. Then on the bottom of the phone we have quite a bit going on. We have the microphone, we have the USB Type-C port for charging and data transfer, we have the speaker, and we have the stylus. So the Galaxy Note 10 Plus does have a stylus built in, which is why it is a Note phone. So this stylus can be removed by tapping in, and that releases the stylus. Then you can pull it out, of course, and you get a bunch of different options for how you might want to use it. So you get Create Note, View All Notes, Smart Select, Screen Write, Live Messages, AR Doodle, Translate, Pen Up, and you can add additional applications on this side shortcut. Now what's cool about this stylus is that it actually registers with the phone even if it's not actually touching the phone itself. You can see this little dot here is moving around as I move the stylus. Now there's so many cool things you can do with the stylus that I should really just include that in its own dedicated video. But if you're familiar with the LG Stylo 5, which I actually have right here, and I'm going to be comparing to the Note 10 Plus in a separate video, this stylus is like 20 times better. So it's a lot more accurate. It of course has that floating feature, but you can also customize it in a bunch of different ways. Now it is to be expected that you get a very capable stylus here, considering that the Galaxy Note 10 Plus is over $1,000. Now I'm a big fan of the build of this device. Despite it having quite a bit of battery capacity at 4,300 milliamp hours, it's still pretty thin and definitely feels good in the hand. It also feels super solid, and I really like how good the screen to body ratio is on it. Hi everyone, this video is about how to use Verizon phones with Cricket Wireless in 2019. So let's get started. This phone is amazing for watching video content. Of course, you can view content at its native aspect ratio, but if you want to, you can zoom in here and get a filled view, and it really is a very immersive experience. Another cool thing too is that the hole punch for the front-facing camera really doesn't intrude on the viewing experience at all, and I really do prefer it compared to a teardrop notch design, even though teardrops don't really take up a lot of space either. It's great for web browsing too. You can really fit a lot of content here in the display, and everything is super responsive as you expect. But this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This is the Aura Glow version of the phone, and I'm really interested to know your thoughts about it. Now I know on this channel I mostly specialize in budget smartphones, but I did have the opportunity to cover this and I definitely wanted to jump on it. So let me know what other videos you'd like to see about the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and stay tuned for some comparisons, especially comparing this phone to the LG Stylo 5. But this is Kevin here. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. This is my hands-on and first impressions video of the phone, and I will see you in the next video.